James, I'm just going to show you. See that last little kind of funky move there you do with your lower body right at the end of your backswing is indicative of too much hip turn, too much leg action, too much bending of your knees through impact, through the downswing. And then again, like we saw, your head ends up well out of the circle through impact, whereas right here through impact, one of the better ones. Here's one of the better ones. Yep, right there. Not near as much out of the circle there through impact. When you really get that feeling we talked about on the K-Vest several months ago, that your legs aren't moving near as much through the downswing. And again, it's very, very powerful for you there, James. So let me take you through the whole lesson here. This is the first practice swing working on it. See how much better that looks. Through impact, lower body and upper body much more stable. And from this angle it sure looked a lot better as well. Old gold over there on our right, new blue on the left. Head much better there on the new blue. So as you kept going, things continued to look better and better through the lesson there, James. And you got to hit some balls with it. So that head is so much more stable than what you started, as a result of your lower body and your upper body both being more stable. Because you've learned much more now about how to use your hands in the golf swing. The last few years, you've worked so hard at it, buddy. You can use that ability now to really crack that whip and get it going far out there, even though your lower body and your upper body are moving a lot less. But that's what we want. It's a beautiful look there, man. Those hands are really working, James. Much more powerful. You kind of quit on that one. Again, like I said, the only danger of this drill of keeping these feet so much more solid is if you don't shift your weight, and that's indicated by your head kind of staying back. So you want to feel like you're kind of letting your head go toward the target on the downswing. Well, that looks good, buddy. Yeah, that was you trying to get that head to go forward, and you really ripped it a few times there, man. Boy, that looks good. Lower body's so much more stable, and you feel like you're not moving your legs at all when you're doing this, James. That's definitely your good medicine, man. Your good golf medicine. And about 6 or 8 more swings, so I just want you to see is, there you go. Head got onto that front foot better. And then you did the same thing with the iron. See, again, that it feels to you like it's some little chipping swing, but you see it's just about looking like a normal full swing. Well, it looks nice, but I love how calm you are there in your finish. A lot of good ball flights from that swing right there, James. Beautiful. So yeah, you don't need any more wrist hinge for sure on that backswing. Because your hands, especially now if you get this lower body and upper body more stable, that good work with your hands, you've improved so much last couple of years, James. It really worked for you at the end of that stable lower body and stable, much more stable upper body. Man, that looks good. Very powerful. It's the way a big, tall, strong guy like you should hit it, man. Beautiful. So yeah, you definitely don't need more wrist hinge. Man, that looks good, James. So Good work there, sir. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.
Okay, now we're going to look at the deep squat. We're also going to convert to the K-trainer. We're going to look at some movement. What we're only going to look at is side bend movement with the K-trainer, okay? Okay, put your arms over your head. Let's have you do a squat, and let's see what it looks like. Good. Come back up. Do another one. A couple of dysfunctional moves. As you can see, the K-vest turned red a couple times. Well, what I normally see, I normally see an athlete go down a little bit. This is what I normally see with some of my athletes. That's about it, as far as we go. We'll see the knees coming together. We'll bend them together. And as you can see, it totally turns red on the K-trainer there. Some of the corrective exercises that we certainly would do, don't just have a gentleman hold a weight, 10-pound weight straight out here. What this weight does, starts to engage the whole core. Now do the squat. And how much easier that is. The weight just drags you right down, the core is activated, the hips totally open up. Some of the other things that we do to correct this is where you're the cheer, put your heels up on the board, and now do your squat. A little bit of rotation at the bottom of the squat. Much better than it originally was.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shot, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn at a certain field in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.